This is kind of a taboo. We don't like to talk about this. The sun is out, problems are under the carpet. We don't talk about them until the night falls and the monsters come out again. This is a letter I received about a week ago, and I receive a lot of letters like this. There's an address in the description below if you would like to write to me, and it means a great deal to me that people write to me like this, because when I was in my 20s, I had somebody I looked up to who I wrote to a lot and wrote long letters to, and I used to talk about all the things that were bothering me and all the things that I felt I couldn't talk to anybody about. And I don't know what on earth the famous musician I was writing to thought about that, but I know that when I receive the same kinds of letters now, it really touches me deeply, because I know how much these kind of letters, when I wrote them, helped me just make sense of things. It was almost like I was writing to myself or to my higher self or some other part of me, because I was writing to a woman I looked up to. So this lady writes at length about the things that are bothering her, and thank you. You will know who you are when you hear your words, I'm sure. But she says things that are so universal to all of us who feel a bit sensitive or creative. So I want to share the little pieces of it with you and offer some advice to her and to you from what I've learned in the last 25 years. She says, I never understood why I'm like this. Why do I have anxiety? I'm a bit better now, but I don't know. Why am I better? One of my biggest fears is that I'll always be like this, afraid of everything, not being able to do what I'd like to, but also what I have to do. I can't even tell what I'm afraid of. People? I'm introverted, I know that. I shouldn't care. My family always says I overthink this and I shouldn't care. But in the end, I always do. I care even if I don't want to. And I know, once again, if we did a show of hands, you may be feeling like this resonates. So let's go there. The funny thing is that in this lady's letter, the solution is in the question, because there's another space here where she says, I've had my ups and downs, and the funny thing is, in our crazy year of 2020, I got myself together rather successfully. I'm not proud of it, since it happened because one of my most beloved companions has passed away. Grief made me realise I care about myself too much. I have a thought and suddenly I'm overthinking everything. This still happens nowadays, but considerably less often. And there's an answer in there. Because while we wouldn't wish grief on anybody, while we wouldn't wish anybody to pass away, there's something exquisite that happens when there's some sort of catastrophe, or when somebody dies, or when a pet dies. Because suddenly, for one exquisite moment, just for a day or two, everybody around that person remembers what's important. Just for a moment, everybody is just slammed into the present moment. And suddenly none of that stuff we worry about every day seems that important anymore. And that's because when grief hits you, you get present. And that's the key, I think, in my experience, to dealing with anxiety. It's presence, to be present in the moment. We don't have to wait for somebody to die in order to experience that. So there are a number of ways to get more present, but the way to do it is really very simple, and it takes a little practice, but we don't get around to it. So we are going to try it right now, you and me. to sit here for a moment and just be still. Listen to your breath. Breathe in and breathe out. And think about your breath. Isn't it incredible that your breath continues to happen? Your breath continues to flow in and out, even though you don't think about it. Even when you're not noticing it, your breath continues to flow in and out. And I've heard it said that it's not even like you're the one breathing. It's as though life is breathing you. Something is taking care of you. Whether that's, your nervous system, that ancient reptilian part of your brain that is concentrating on survival and taking care of that. But something is causing you to keep breathing and is looking after you. Those of you with spiritual beliefs might believe there's something bigger than us that is helping you breathe and giving you life. Just concentrate on your breath. Keep listening to your breath. And if you'd like to add to that, you will find that you need something for your brain to concentrate on. Your mind tends to get carried away. We know this. So that's when it can be useful as you're breathing to say, release, release, release. And you might notice your shoulders drop. You might notice that your hands relax, or your shoulders relax, or your feet relax, or your stomach relax. Keep going. You're safe right now. Breathe in and breathe out. And it could be release, release, or you could be saying, everything is fine. Everything is fine right now. Even if you're dwelling on the past, even if you're worrying about the future in your life right now, where you're sitting, you're actually fine. You can handle this moment. And all you need to do is handle this moment. All you ever need to do is handle this moment. We spend an awful lot of time trying to handle things that happened in the past or things that are going to happen in the future. We tend to spend a lot of time worrying about things in the future that never happen. Keep breathing. Keep listening to your breath. Stay present. Notice things. When you're feeling anxious, one of my favourite tricks is that I'm usually somewhere where I can see the sky if I want to. It might mean going to a window, but I can usually look at the sky and I can see the clouds moving past at their own pace. I can see birds flying around at their own pace. I used to do this in class in high school and notice how there's a whole world out there that is completely unrelated to all the worries going on in here, and all the classes I have to take and all the exams and all of the things that I might worry about. There's a whole world out there waiting for you to come back to it and to notice it, while all all of these little humans are running around inside these little boxes, side by side, all the way down the street. What funny little lives we lead. And there's a so much bigger world out there, where all of our human worries never come in. So, keep releasing. Release. Release. Know that everything is fine right now, and that you're safe right now. How are you feeling? Are you feeling calmer than before? That's one way to calm down when you need to. And yes, I know this is what people call meditation or mindfulness. And many people say, oh, I can't do meditation, I can't do mindfulness. It's just a question of practice, just like sewing. It's no different. It's just a skill. And the more you practice it, for 30 seconds here and 30 seconds there, if you practiced it 30 seconds each day, you'd be amazed what a difference you would make in your life within a month. I try to meditate for a couple of minutes every morning as soon as I wake up. You find you do get better at it over time. And so what else can we do to reduce anxiety? I have another piece of homework for you. Have you ever noticed how parents are very anxious to get their children, small children, into a routine? It's very important for small children to have a routine so that there's a sense of security, so that they know what to expect. It gives a bit of calm, perhaps, and a bit of predictability to their lives. And the thing is, we're all just tall kids. So what if you brought a bit more routine into your life to give you a bit of stability? And I'm talking about morning routine, getting up at the same time, doing similar things in a similar order every morning until it's sort of like a dance. Your morning routine becomes like a dance that you just find security in. But here's the key. I know you're thinking already that it's difficult to keep a morning routine because you're just not a morning person or whatever it is. The key to a morning routine is your evening routine. What do you do in the evening to ensure you let go of the day and prepare for tomorrow and get to bed at a reasonable time? What do you do to ensure you sort of grieve the day? There comes a point in the evening where you have to grieve the day and get used to the idea that the day is over, and what got done, and what didn't get done, and you can come back to it tomorrow. So grieving the day and letting it end and getting to bed is how you create a morning routine that works. And if you've got a morning routine that works and an evening routine that works, you give yourself some stability and you get to sort of parent yourself a little bit and build a less anxious, more peaceful life. And I'll end with something else that this lady says. She says, I look at you talking, a smile on your face, and I kind of get it. It is manageable to live a peaceful life, even when my emotions start to swing around. See, the important thing is, those emotions and your mind that races, you can get more control over that. It's just a question of practice. So give a couple of those things a try, and in the comments below, I want you to write something for the other people who are reading the comments. Why don't you try to find something reassuring to say so that we have a whole comment thread here full of just peace and a bit of love and a bit of compassion so that we all know that we're in this together. I'll see you in a couple of weeks.